Shalom, shalom, Mishpacha Yisrael. All praises to the power of Avraham, Yishak, and Yaakov. Welcome to the Nekevah Gang encouragement for today, where we share the articles written on our website in hopes that you will be inspired and encouraged in your walk in obedience to Torah. You can visit our website at www.thenekevahgangblog.wordpress.com or join us on Paltalk in the Nekevah Gang room every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Today's article of encouragement is called Like a Tree. We pray that this article inspires your mind and heart to continue striving in your walk and your relationship with the power of Yisrael. Like a tree. We live in a world where religion has driven us so far away from spirituality that now most people can only guess what their purpose in life is. Before I came into this walk of life, I read many self-help books. Books that were written to help me look deep into myself to find my purpose in life and understand how to fulfill that purpose. Books that assured me that they would help me see the world and the people that lived in that world in a different light. The more I looked deep within myself, the further I got from understanding my purpose in life, because I still wasn't arriving at the point where the world was serving me as I thought it should. Boy, was I selfish. I realized that the self-help books only made me more self-centered. None of these books taught me how to serve others. They only encouraged me to focus on how everything around me could benefit me. I was missing the whole point of why I was created and for whose purpose I was created. It's hard to take a deep look within oneself and say, I am a selfish person filled with ego. I certainly didn't want to do that, but I had to. Once I was taught to recognize the true enemy and the true battle was within me, and it was called Ha Nakash Arun, ego in the negative state, I could then see a starting point of where I could grow from. A career, success, and recognition no longer mattered, because without my ego being the driving force, those things were no longer priority. What became priority to me was how I could restructure my life and become exactly what I was created for. A daughter of Yehova, a helpmate to an Ish, and a mother of a Yeladim. When I look into the stories of the Torah and I see what is written about my foremothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, Rachel, these were the positions that they were striving for and nothing more. I am not saying that a woman who has permission from her head of household to work or perform other activities outside of the home has stepped outside of her purpose, but the aforementioned should always be priority and not the latter. Even as I look outside of my window, as I write this article, I see a big, beautiful tree in the yard with green leaves, fulfilling its purpose. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not striving to be anything more than what it was created to be, other than a tree. This may seem boring to some people, but when you think about the purpose of the tree, you will see that it holds so much value just being what it is. Its leaves can be used for medicinal purposes. It can become the habitation of many creatures. It beautifies its surroundings, and according to science, a tree can absorb odors and filter pollutant gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, ammonia, sulfur dioxide, and ozone by trapping them in their barks, and in turn releases the oxygen from the carbon dioxide back into the air. It does this right where it firmly stands. The only way that a tree will move out of its position is if it has been forced out of its position, either by nature or by the decision of man. Otherwise, it stands firmly in its position, fulfilling its purpose. This is how I want to be. Blessed is the man who trusts in Yahweh. Then Yahweh will be his security. He will be like a tree planted near water, which spreads its leaves, its roots along a brook, and does not see when heat comes, whose foliage is ever fresh. It will not worry in a year of drought, and it will not stop producing fruit. Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah 17, 7-8. So Nekevah, sisters, you will not find your purpose by looking deep within yourself. You will only find your purpose by submitting to the will of Yahweh, which in turn will cause you to suppress and overcome what lies deep within yourself, your ego. The ego has to be disciplined, and this is harder for us because we are receivers. And the ego, when it is not disciplined, only seeks to selfishly receive to meet its own desires, which is why the spiritual warfare is so strong within us. It's not until we understand that what we receive has to be given back in love and humility, and then we will understand the beginning of our purpose and walk humbly in it. How do I break this thought down within our purpose? Well, we are created in our first given life as a daughter of Yahweh. We give back by honoring the one who gave us life through acceptance and obedience of his will. We are given an Ish who serves Yahweh and does his will. We give back through respecting that Ish as head of our household and becoming a devoted helpmate to him. We are given the children as a gift. We give back through pushing the child back out of the very womb that received it, and as their first teachers of wisdom, teach them the ways of Yahweh and how to follow his commandments. May Yahweh, the power of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, bless you in your mishpachah. May he continue to allow you to strive in your purpose, which in turn will strengthen the nation of Yisrael. Shalom and Achava, the Nekevah Gang. Talmida Kana Bat Yahweh. Thank you so much for listening, and we pray that you have been encouraged. We close out in ultimate truth saying, Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Hear, O Yisrael, Yahweh our power, Yahweh is one.